And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the semifinal day of the ACEL Baseball 2022 State Championships. I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports, bringing you all the action for this afternoon's two semifinal games and then the consolation game tomorrow and the championship game, which should get started, we believe, around 11:30. So a big day of baseball, a couple of big games. Of course, this one, the Knights of Southwest Louisiana and Good Samaritan Fellowship will do battle here. Good Samaritan Fellowship will be the home team in this one. So if you look down at the bottom, the name is correct. Good Samaritan's on the left, and they're in red. And for sake of our scoreboard that is on there, and Southwest Louisiana Home School Academy is in there. Several times that we've seen Southwest Louisiana in this. First time that we've seen Good Samaritan Fellowship. And then the nightcap will be Acadiana Christian Athletics and Chef of Baton Rouge. Things getting ready to get going here. We have softball for you and we have baseball for you. Baseball is where I will carry you throughout the rest of the day. The officials will be getting ready to get their meeting underway. You see them starting to make their way out, and you will have the meeting and get ready to go. They'll have the anthem and prayer and a couple of opening ceremony occurrences, and we'll be ready to play baseball. Still should get this thing started right around 5 o'clock, which is where first pitch is set to be. Again, you see Southwest Louisiana and Good Samaritan Fellowship getting ready to do battle in this one. Acadiana Christian Athletics and Chef of Baton Rouge will be the nightcap. Again, I am Doug Gann, bringing you all of the action tonight, along with our great sponsors. And you see those folks rotating around in the corner down at the bottom. Again, gates will open if you're coming up for championship play tomorrow. Gates will open at 8 a.m. That consolation game will begin at 9, and then just shortly following that, or 11:30, is when the championship game for baseball will be, and it runs concurrently with the championship game of softball. So just stick around. Got a lot of great ACEL championship sports on 446 Sports. We've covered a lot of games with ACEL, and just love this group that's here. We'll turn that off. That comes from sitting on the button that is pre-programmed to do that. We'll announce the starters as we roll along. We'll hear them over the PA, not privy to getting the starting lineups beforehand. But if you're interested over in softball, they've got that going on just behind us. Still should be a great afternoon on both sides of it. Want a big thanks out to the city of Pineville, Pineville High School, and Christian Challenge Worship Center. They are manning a lot of the positions around here for these folks at ACEL. So, again, excited to bring you championship baseball this weekend. Look at some of the other sponsors that help to bring all of the championship play to our great city of Pineville, the Alexandria Pineville Convention and Visitors Bureau. We talked about the city of Pineville. So tomorrow, after the game is over with, they'll have second team All-State, and then we'll have first team after that, and the All-State Pitcher of the Year and All-State Catcher of the Year will come up from there, and we'll do first team as well as Coaches of the Year and all of those festivities as we crown a champion tomorrow. But we've got a lot of baseball in about. You see there the game that we have, this one scheduled for a 5 o'clock start. Now, if you're following along with us, we will stop the broadcast. I know the next one is slated for later than the 7:30 start, but we certainly don't want to get involved in one of our broadcasts and what the anticipated start time is. But we'll fix that. Follow that link. Mark this channel if you're watching it over at YouTube. We'd love it if you liked and subscribed to that station. But we're getting ready to go, so we're going to, as soon as they break, we will turn it over to the PA announcer and let them carry us through the starting lineup. So we'll sit back and enjoy the sights of today's game, and we'll be back with you when the starting lineups are wrapped up. And sitting around waiting on something else to happen and not going to do it as they'll get things underway here. We're going to follow along. They announced all of the players as they come out. So we'll take a look defensively for you. You see Good Samaritan that will make their way out onto the field. We will have that. Trent Ketchum is going to be behind the plate. And you'll see the starters start to make their way out to positions. And we will announce the batting orders as they make their way into the box. Went the route of announcing the entire team, but you'll have a good shot at the pitcher, catcher, and batter from there, and we'll be able to go out to a little bit wider shot for you that follows pretty much all of the action that you'll see. You get a look at Pineville High School around. Get back over as Good Samaritan Fellowship starts to make their way out. Number 24 on the hill for Good Samaritan. That's Carter Benagia, the sophomore that is out there. He will start on the hill out in center field. Brett Boudreaux is there. In right field is number 10, Logan Hannon. So again, bear with us as we're going to adjust to this as we go along. Out at shortstop, number 3, Tyler Duke. At second base, number 4, Eshton Pedraza. '13 on the hill, Lucas Self, at first base is Lucas Self, we do believe. Third base is number 5, Sawyer Bonan, is the third baseman, and we gave you the battery. So that gets you set up. We'll check the starter out in right field. That is Quinn DeVerona, number 77. He will get the start in right field. Heron in left field. Center field, Boudreaux. At third base is Sawyer Bonan. Shortstop, Tyler Duke. Second base, Eshton Pedraza. Lucas Self at first base. And the battery for this Good Samaritan Fellowship team behind the plate, Trent Ketchum. And on the hill, Carter Benagia. There you get a good look at what's going on. Standing in number 3 is Andrew Hannon. And he promptly lines that one right out here to right field. And that's a first pitch base hit for Good Samaritan, and that gets Hannon out at first base. We'll try to keep a little bit more wide of a view to be able to follow the batter, where the ball goes for you. Benagia set to deliver this when the left-hander lets that one go, and that one is fouled back onto the roof here at Pineville High School in the gym, and you will see that quite often as that gym is very close to the backstop. And so any number of weeks during baseball season, you go up there and retrieve an awful lot of baseballs. That one misses outside, and that's going to get Hannon down to first base, or to second. You see, give him that on the wild pitch, gets Hannon down to second base. A little bit brewing for Good Samaritan early on. That one swung on and missed. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Again, we will update the balls and strikes. The runners on base will not, but we'll keep the score going for you throughout. Again, it is backwards. Southwest Louisiana Knights batting. So we've got Hannon there, and that sends, trying to get the numbers as it doesn't make its way all the way out to where we are. That was number 13 down on strikes, is Kenneth Hasty. So he's retired, first out of the night, first strikeout for Benagia. That one misses up and away. Benaja looking back at second base, a little bit of flash there, but nothing doing. That one misses up high. 2 balls, no strikes. Benaja looking to get settled following that strikeout. One down here, top of the first. Delivers this one, and it also misses up high. 3rd ball. 3 balls, no strikes. We play in the top of the first. Runner out at second base. Is Hannon. He singled on the first pitch of the game, and that one is taken in there for strike 1. This one misses up high, and that will put runners at first and second. Getting an idea, and batting there was Nicholas Manuel. He finds his way down to first base. Second time through the lineup. Guarantee you we'll have everybody. Standing in is Andrew Hoffpower. Andrew Hoffpower will bat fourth. So you got runners at first and second. That one misses low. A little early inning game trouble for Good Samaritan. Benaja. That one misses, gets to the backstop, and that's going to have the runners move up 90 feet. Both will move into scoring position, and a 2-ball count to Hoffpower. This Knights team has a way of getting to these semifinal and championship tournaments. We saw them at soccer and in 8-man football. They were around and just been all over the place. That one misses outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Top of the first, we play. Runners at second and third for the Knights, trying to get something going here in the top of the first. That was the old 3-0. That's the obligatory strike right down the middle. Three balls and a strike. Benaja set to deliver this one and does. Misses up high, and he has walked the bases loaded. So the one strikeout was recorded, the only out of the inning, but now you've got runners you've got the bases loaded. Hoffpower reached via the walks. You had a single by Hannon. He's over at first base. Hasty was out on strikes. A walk to Long. Correction, 3, not Long. That was Nicholas. Nicholas Manuel is the runner at second base that walked. We had him bat third, not Long. So the base on balls is there. And the Knights looking to do some damage. Top of the first. That one misses up high. Benaja unable to really get himself righted. Gave up the first base hit on the first pitch that he threw. That one looks good, but he'll take it inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Benaja rocks back and fires this one. That one does find the top half of the strike zone and gets that. Just unable to get ahead of hitters here in the top of the first. That one misses low. Nobody moves anywhere. Good stop behind the plate. But it's another 3-ball count, and nowhere now to put the Knights base runners as the sacks are packed. This one delivered, and that's going to be an RBI base on balls. First run of the game. And just remember that Southwest Louisiana Knights are the visiting team. They go out and talk just a little bit. But so Hannon comes around to score. He had the single, and all the other runners move up 90 feet. Second base is Hoffpower. And you'll see Coach come in and just discussing things, settling this young man, just a sophomore, Carter Benagia, settling in. Big stage here as they're battling for a state championship. Come in as the 2 seed in this one, but that you know that the Knights are ready to battle. Again, this stands in number 6, Justin Richards. And he takes a big hack and a swing and a miss there. Got to wonder, thinking they probably would be taking until you got a strike there. Benagia delivers the 0-1, and that's a swing and a miss. Now quickly ahead of Richards, 0-2, looking for this strikeout and certainly needs to get it. He's allowed 1 run, but they'd like to keep it right there. That one lifted, going to be chasing out, and it's dropped. 1 run comes around to score. Now the other. Hustling into third base is Caden Calouette, and that's 2 RBI base hit as the ball was not touched. It was pretty routine camping under it. But Richards gets up there and he gets 2 RBI in this one, just continuing to put the ball in play. Courtesy runner on now at first base. Austin Pace will stand in there. Austin Pace, the senior for this Knights team, fouls that one straight back, and he's down 0-1. And 3 runs on the board in the top of the first for the Knights. They have taken advantage of some walks and a defensive play that probably could have been made, and a big base hit from Hannon, who started things off way back at the top of the first. We're still there. Turning, squaring to bunt, thinking about it was Pace. Again, we'll keep up with the runs and the outs in this one. We may be off on the balls and strikes. We know that there are not 2 strikes in this one. Here's the delivery. That one is fouled off to the right-hand side, nearing that Good Samaritan dugout. Again, Doug Gann bringing you 446 Sports presentation of ACEL Baseball Championships. Chuck has the call on softball. You can watch simultaneous coverage of these 2 games. Benagia trying to get out of something. That ball is ground just foul. And a great job of standing in there. This Knights team looking to add to the 3 runs that they've got here in the first. Benagia stepping off and paying attention to the runner at third. The lefty deals this one, and that misses outside. Thought about going, did the runner at first, and that is Pace that is out there and running. Pace is the courtesy runner, and that's got Levi Long. Levi Long at the plate. Again, bringing you the video portion of it, the audio. We'll catch up and as we get to know these young men. That one lifted foul and back towards that gym that is located behind it. You see it on your screen just behind the batter's box and where you come in. They wouldn't let the folks drive through here. No parking back here. A lot of windshields get busted. That one misses up and away. and a good at-bat by Long. 3-0, Knights have the lead. They are the visiting team in this one. We just got them flip-flopped. Snap, throw back to first, and that one is thrown away. And that's going to bring the runner in from third, give the Knights their 4th run of the game. And that gets the courtesy runner, Pace, down to second base. So just the runner on second as Long stands in there. And he's come all the way back in this one. Not the start the Good Samaritan wanted here. That one is driven out into left field. That's going to be a base hit, and they will hold Pace, the runner, at third base. But a great at-bat for Levi Long. He goes down in the count 0-2 and then just hangs around, fouls off a couple of pitches, and works his way back into a pitch he wanted to see and drove it into left field. And runners at the corners and some more business now for this Knights baseball team. And see the skipper coming out for Good Samaritan, and we're going to have a pitching change in this one. Book stays open on Benagia as he is responsible for the runners at first and third. But you look like you're going to see Duke come in to pitch. We'll get a little bit better shot of Duke as he makes his way in. 4 big runs for this Knights ball club in the top half of the first. Looking at a couple of the changes, and we stepped away just a minute to try to fix the scoreboard. Noah Augustine will make his way to shortstop as correction, we'll get that over onto the right page for all of those that are saying, wait a minute, that's not that. Sawyer Bonan goes to shortstop, and Tyler Duke will make his way to the mound. Again, that closes the book, or it closes the day on Benagia. He is still responsible for the runners at first and third. And we're ready to go. Runner out at first following that good at-bat is Levi Long. Had a good base hit. That one is driven foul back onto the Knights side of the field down the first baseline, and it's 0-1. Just needs something to go right for Good Samaritan. That one is lifted over to first. There's going to be a collision, but getting back up, and the ball drops fair. So there's going to be a collision over at first base, and may call, we'll see what the call is going to be. Long was shaken up. he and the batter got twisted around, and Long is going to be recorded at second base as the out. Going nowhere, the runner at third, he had to stay. The officials will get together and talk about this one as well. They should, seeing if there is going to be an obstruction called on first base. And that would be about the worst thing to happen to the Knights, as they recorded what would be the second out of the game, but very near to, they're calling the batter out as well for that, and so that's going to retire the side. They'll call interference. They do get the out, and so the out is recorded at first. 3 outs there. We will see what Southwest is able to do when we come back.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Back to live action we go in the bottom of the first, as we will see what good Samaritan is able to do as they come up for the bottom of the first. On the hill for Southwest Louisiana is number 4. That's Andrew Hoffpower. Hoffpower walked and scored a little bit early. We'll try to get some of these guys in their positions and update these starters for you. '23, Brett Boudreaux, we told you, was out in center field. Correction. Yeah, we'll get things going. Without getting the starting lineups, it made it difficult for us. Luke Pickle in center field for this Knights team. But again, Andrew Hoffpower on the hill. Out in right field, number 17, Cameron Miller. Miller stands ready to go in right. So we'll check on the status of things. Andrew Hannon, you see him move over to third base. Shaken up, but making his way over to first. Levi Long, he was in that collision. And that first one from Hoffpower's right down the middle for strike one. Hoffpower stands back and delivers this one to Tyler Duke. Duke, the leadoff hitter, made his way from shortstop to the mound to wrap things up, finish off that inning and get it out of there with just the 4-run lead. But you do see the Knights picked up 4 in the top half of the first. That one is promptly hammered back up the middle. Back-to-back leadoff hits for leadoff batters in consecutive innings. And that is going to get Duke on at first base with a base hit. Coming out swinging the bat, and that's what you've got to do to get yourself back into this one. Off and running. Going to be close at second base and rung up. What a play behind the dish. Coming up and throwing there, Trent Ketchum with just a laser into second base, and that erases the leadoff hitter. Great job by Ketchum behind the plate. Swung on and missed there. So Duke trying to get things going early. And we misidentified again. And I promise you, folks, we'll get this sorted out. But not having starting lineups made things difficult. We'll have it before the next contest. But that is not Ketchum behind the dish. It is for the Knights. But we'll give accolades to that young man behind the plate that made a fantastic play there. That one misses up high. Ball 4 is issued. So base runners with the first two hitters, but there is one out as leadoff hitter had been retired. Hannon on the caught stealing. That one fouled back. So drawing the walk for Good Samaritan, Ashton Pedraza, the second baseman. He is on at first base. Duke had the base hit and was retired. Swung on, up to second base, got a shot. It's a slow roller, only play is at first base. Caden will take that one. He rolls, gets it over to first base. A good, again, to see Levi Long out there. He was shaken up on that last play. Moving down to second base, Pedraza. Two outs we go in the bottom of the second. That one bounces down low. So a base hit and a walk, just a runner on. 4-0, the Knights lead this one in the bottom of the first. You see that. About the only thing now that we officially have right is that it is 4-0 Knights. Again, send all your hate mail to @DougGann. I joke, we love you guys with ACEL. That one ground to third, firing across the diamond in time, and that will do it for the Good Samaritan Fellowship. They are retired, 3 down after 1 complete. It is the Knights of Southwest Louisiana 4, Good Samaritan Fellowship 0.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Back to live action we go. Again, a lot of errors in the first inning for the broadcast crew, and I have no one to blame but myself for that. And normally our number one game is baseball that we like to call. But we will certainly get this ship righted as things go along. So at least your parents and players, as you're going back and watching this, you can see what's going on and turn the volume down. We'll turn it back up now because I think that we're going to have things worked out on there. Good Samaritan in the field for this one. You see Tyler Duke finishing up his warm-up pitches. He came on in relief of Benagia in the first. So give Benagia the 4 runs, all earned. Close the book on him as Duke did a great job of coming in and shutting down the Knights offense following that, and due in part to that big collision that was over at first base. So they got the runner out at second, and then they call the runner out at first for the interference. So a great job in Beld out there defensively. And we're back and ready to go here. Yeah, Duke ready to go back to work, and he throws that first one in there for a strike. Fouled back quickly, 0-2. And Duke came in and did really good work for this Good Samaritan team to get them out of the inning and hold the Knights right where they were with 4 runs. That one misses down low, ball 1, but a good miss. If you're Duke, that was one that you don't mind missing. That sets some things up for later. Here's the delivery. Good curveball in there. That'll do it. The old Uncle Charlie in there for the strike, and that one was just a masterpiece. Andrew Hannon will stand back in there ready to go. He had a single and scored a run back in the first. That one in there for the strike. Duke coming in and just owning the strike zone, making quick work of it there. Works quickly, gets the ball. Now he's delivering. Swung on and fouled. That is quickly 0-2. So a long first inning, long top of the first, as the Knights batted through 8 players. They scored 4 runs in it, but Duke came on, shut the door. Now he's keeping up right where he started off. Big time swing and a miss, and big time back-to-back Ks. Kenneth Hasty comes up, stands in there ready to go. He struck out back in the first, with looking to get something done here. And you thought at that point that perhaps Benagia would settle down, but he'd go on to give up the 4 runs before being pulled. Another good curveball. That one misses down low, though. Ball and a strike. Top of the second, we play. Knights recipients of 4 runs in the top of the first, lead this one 4-0. That one fouled back. Again, coming up next, that second half of the bracket. That game slated to go off at 7 o'clock. It's Acadiana Christian Athletics and Chef out of Baton Rouge. There's the Duke delivery. Fouled, and they'll tag him. So give him the strikeout, a drop third strike, and that's the second K of the day for Hasty. Duke made short work of this Knights offense in the second. We will move on to the bottom of the second, and we'll do that right after this.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Big thanks to Jason Hawk, one of our normal everyday sponsors. He has done great work for us. Back on the hill for the Knights is Andrew Hoffpower. Pretty good inning there in the top of the first. Bottom of the first, didn't give up anything to this Good Samaritan team. You hear a lot of screaming going on down the hill below where we're at. That game is 7-2. I guess it'd probably help if I told you who's winning, but we're far up the top of the hill. Standing in for Good Samaritan is going to be Lucas Self. Self will stand in from the right side, ready to go to work. And Hoffpower set, gets a little encouragement from his defense and ready to go to work. First delivery at the bottom of the second. That one misses up high. Back into work. Hoffpower delivers this one. It misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. What you got to do if you are this Knights team, you've got to continue, albeit we're just through the first, but continue getting out of these innings. As it looks like when Duke came in, that kind of settled things out for this Knights ball club, or for this Good Samaritan team. Here's the delivery from Hoffpower. That one taken in there for the obligatory 3-0 strike. 4-0 Knights. They lead in the bottom of the second. Step back, rocking, delivering this one. Swung on and missed and runs the count full. So after dropping back 3-0, Hoffpower has ran the count full on Self. Stares in, does Hoffpower, gets a sign, now he delivers. That one on the outer half for a strikeout looking. And if you're going to go 3-0 on somebody, that's certainly the equalizing way to come back and get out of it. 3 straight strikes. One down, bottom of the second. We go. Semifinal game number 1. Hoffpower bounces that one back to the backstop. It's his concentration level on those 3 strikes on the prior batter. Got to be missed on that one. Tried to muscle up on it a little bit and overthrow the fastball, it looked like. But he'll stand back in, ready to go to work. And delivers that one up high. Two balls, no strikes, falling behind the second batter of the inning, was able to come back and get Self. That one misses up high, and he's run 3-0. Took consecutive batters to start the bottom of the second. Came all the way back on Self to get him. Rock back and firing now is Hoffpower, and that one is in there for strike 1. Misses up high. And that'll get the runner down to first. A lot of pitches have been thrown. Matthew White stands in, ready to go to work. Big hack at it there, and nothing but air on that big swing. Swung on and missed that one. First batter of the inning that Hoffpower has been able to get ahead of. He went down in the count 3-0 to the first 2 batters he faced. Came all the way back, struck Self out, but walked the next batter. Off and running now with a great jump, and going to be in there easily is Trent Ketchum. Trent Ketchum credited with the stolen base. And that was just stolen on Hoffpower that time, as Hoffpower never really turned and looked at him. And Ketchum had a tremendous lead on that. That one fouled straight back. We'll do the 1-ball, 2-strike count once again. Sun starting to make its way down just a little bit, still high in that clear sky here in Pineville. Ketchum trying to get Hoffpower's attention there off of second base, and that one misses outside. This Good Samaritan Fellowship team certainly wanting to take advantage and get a couple of runs in here, just chip away at that 4-run lead. That one swung on and fouled down the line, out in right field making the catch, but tagging looked like he left pretty early. They're going to throw that back into second base for the double play. And, yeah, you saw that as the runner, when the ball was caught, runner rounding third, that was Ketchum, was almost home with that one. So a double play ends the inning. No runs. The Knights get out of that one after 2. Southwest Louisiana leads Good Samaritan Fellowship 4-0. We'll be right back.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Security Sporting Good wants to tell you all camo is 50% off, and it's fishing season. In the red corner, it's Powerhouse Combo, Zoom, and Lose. And in the blue corner, seasoned veteran Abu Garcia. These 3 name brands will take care of all your fishing needs. Plus, Old Town Kayaks are coming soon. Need a handgun? In stock, Springfield, Sig, Glock & Smith & Wesson at Security Sporting Goods, 2220 Memorial Drive, Alexandria.
Back to action we go. Duke getting ready to go back to work. He's been solid coming in relief of Benagia. You look at the bracket, Acadiana Christian Athletics and Chef of Baton Rouge scheduled to go at 7:30. We'll stop this broadcast and start a brand new one. We developed links for each of the games. If you're following along with us on YouTube, well, we certainly appreciate having you there. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That way you'll know the next time that we go live. We move to the top of the 3rd. And again, double plays to end the last couple of innings as Good Samaritan trying to get up and going. Carter Benagia now over at first base where he came. And this team needing to keep it right here. Of course, this young man that you see on your screen there, Tyler Duke, when he came in off of shortstop, had just come in and he has thrown the ball very, very solid. Top of the 3rd we go. Knights strike for 4 in the top of the 1st and lead this one 4-0 as we move into the 3rd. We'll have the nightcap for you here. And then things get underway at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Big day in Pineville tomorrow as well. We've got the champions in softball and baseball that will be crowned. Of course, the election for mayor. There hasn't been an election for mayor in over 20 years. And the runoff ends tomorrow. They will name a mayor tomorrow here in Pineville, someone to lead them into the next 20 years. And so excited about the big day. Also, Mrs. 446 and I will have been married 17 years tomorrow. If she allows me to come back home after coming out and doing baseball all weekend of our anniversary. Getting back in there for the Knights, standing in ready to go. That's Nicholas Manuel. He walked back in the 1st inning. He takes this one in there for strike 1. Again, kudos to Sandy Merrow and that group at ACEL just putting on another championship after another. You know, they were in town for the track and field over at Tioga High School just last weekend, and a lot of folks in town for that. And we certainly appreciate everything that Sandy Merrow and that ACEL Athletics group does. Swung on and missed that strike two. Ball and 2 strikes. And Duke, I'm telling you, since he came in, he has just been rolling through this night's lineup. That one bounces in front of the plate. That was that big curveball he likes to throw. Looked like he had a little bit more on there than he normally does. And that broke off through it about 59 feet rather than 60 feet. That one misses outside, and that fills the count up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Just as we talked about Duke rolling through, here comes a little bit of announcer jinx that we put on. And that was inside, and it actually hits the batter in good fashion. He hustles down to first. Don't rub it. And making his way down, Nicholas Manuel. So he's been, correction, that is, again, I told you it wasn't going to do it. Yes, that is Nicholas Manuel makes his way down. So he's been on the base on balls, and now a hit by pitch. Coming in looking for the bunt at third base is Self in. And that one is taken up high for ball 1. Top of the third, we play 4-0. Knights have the lead. That one up high to Hoffpower. Hoffpower also reached on base on balls back in the first inning. In that big 4-run first for the Knights. Squares around looking to bunt. That one is taken for a strike. Settling into the outfield here on a beautiful Sunday on the hill in Pineville. I'm Doug Gann with 446 Sports, bringing you the baseball semifinals today. My man Chuck is on the softball call just down the hill. He's got it made. He's got his little umbrella over there in the shade and just enjoying himself. We are going to talk to the winning head coach following the game. Swung on, driven right up into that hole that was created. And that's just a good piece of hitting. That one gets by the right fielder, and the throw now comes away, and that will get runners at second and third. So give the base hit to Hoffpower. He's going to reach on a single, give him second base on the throw and the error. That moved Manuel up to third. And that should bring Caden Calouette we believe that one in there for strike 1. Knights threatening to add to this 4-0 lead. That one is swung and fouled back. Quickly, 0-2. Here the PA down at softball calling Baton Rouge. Garth Brooks will be in town tomorrow night in Baton Rouge. Also, a lot going on in our great state. That one misses outside. So grateful that you're along for the ride with us as we crown a champion in softball and in baseball before we're out of here tomorrow. That one swung on and fouled back. A little bit of a breeze starting to blow out here from center towards left field as that one misses outside. 4-0, top of the third we go. The Knights picked up 4 in the first, looking to add to that here. Following a hit by pitch, and that's a strikeout. Looking good work by Duke to settle down and come back and get that strikeout. Richard stands in there ready to go. He had 2 RBI back in that first inning, had a good stick that drove in a couple of runs. There's 2 more out there for him now. That one misses low. Tried to follow it in, find a way to call it a strike, but was unable to do so. That one misses down low. Duke settles ready to go. Needs to pitch out of a jam, and what better way than that nifty curveball that he has. Very impressed with the curveball. As much as we like the fastball of Duke, that curveball of his settles in there nicely. Throws it again. Thought about ringing the ball up there, but back-to-back strikes on back-to-back curveballs, and Richards has to stand in ready to go. Swung and a miss on that strikeout. Safe on a quick throw down to third. But diving back in safely was Manuel, nearly thrown out. But that'll get 2 outs. And Levi Long will stand in. Levi had a base hit. Hits this one. He's got another one. 1 run is going to score. Another one coming around to score. Going to be a play at the plate. Not in time. Long will make his way down to second. Here's going to be the throw, though. Good arm out of that catcher. And that's another out. 2 runners have been thrown out at second base. And Long looking over to say, look, I hurt my foot last time and you sending me. But he delivers another big base hit. This time he picks up a couple of RBI in this one. Southwest Louisiana extends their lead to 6-0 before the out at second base. So we move to the bottom of the third. It is 6-0. Knights have the lead. We'll be right back.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Back to live action we go. Here in Pineville, the Knights have taken advantage of some walks. They've taken advantage of some drops in the defense and some timely hitting, and they lead this one 6-0. 6-0. They have the lead over this Good Samaritan team. There you get a good look at Hoffpower finishing up his warm-up pitches. I told you we'd get these names settled in. It only took us about an inning to get it straightened out, but hopefully you're able to bear with us in there. But we are out at Pineville High School today. There is baseball going on. There's softball going on. You take a look around the complex, you can see 295 down to right, and it swings around to center field. That's where the tennis courts are. You make your way back around the big sign, Rebel Baseball, on their hitting facility that's down there, and we stand in ready to go to work here. The first one delivered by Hoffpower. If you are this Good Samaritan team, you cannot let Southwest get too much more ahead of you. You got to continue going, though. That one fouled back on a good swing at it there from Brett Boudreaux. But you get towards the middle part of the game and you start counting outs at that point. It's way, way too early for that, mind you. But in these semifinal matchups, you cannot let somebody get too far ahead of you. That one is fouled back to the aforementioned Jim there at Pineville. between the next inning, we'll swing the camera around and show you a little softball action that's going on. ACEL crowning both of their champions this weekend in the same facility. That one misses outside. Brett Boudreaux needing to get on base to do something. Find a way on. That's what these coaches will tell you. Just find a way to get on base. Boudreaux, of course, the center fielder for this good Samaritan team. Rocking back and firing is Hoffpower. Swung on and missed, and that's another strikeout for Hoffpower. First out of the inning. And good work by the Knights' Hoffpower, who has just come in and has thrown the ball well. Got into a little bit of trouble, but was able to wriggle out of it. Andrew Hoffpower, the junior, for this Knights ball club. Misses that one up high. There you get a good look at that batter, pitcher, catcher combination that we have. Hoffpower rocks back now and delivers. This one misses low, quickly 2-0. Missing low, and so Hoffpower, who had the strikeout, good command, and now has turned around to throw 3 straight. Tried to find the top of the strike zone, does Hoffpower, and is unable to, and that's a 4-ball walk issued to Logan Heron. Heron comes in and gets on base now via the base on balls. Time is called. That'll get Heron back to first base. Little discussion there. Not sure. Look like they're going for a runner here. Thought about some activity, but nothing doing, and much ado about the proverbial nothing in that one, and we are back to live action. Hoffpower strikeout to his first batter, then a 4-pitch walk to the second one, and that's going to bring up Tyler Duke. Started at shortstop, made his way to the mound, and has thrown solidly. Gave up a couple of runs unearned in the top of the third. Looking to get things going. Drives this one to third, but foul. Duke had a single in his first at-bat back in the first inning. Looking to add to that, too, and put some pressure on these Knights. You don't got to get all 6 of them. There's no 6-run home runs. But you just got to go out there and get a couple of runs back. Start chipping away. You're the home team, the higher seed. Good backhanded play out at short. That play is going to be made. Fantastic work on both sides of that by the Knights. Started by Nicholas Manuel out at shortstop. Gets the backhanded, throws it into second base. And looking around, Caden had to find the bag again, but got it. Great job. And that puts Duke on with a fielder's choice. And quickly 2 outs. Good work at shortstop there for the Knights. That one fouled straight back, 0-1. And again, we won't go to commercial break next at the end of this half inning. We're going to swing around and try to get it, although we may be blocked by the electrical outlets that are here. But you do see the teams that are playing those night games starting to make their way into the facility. Kind of give you an idea of the setup that is here. We'll do that after this break. Big shout out to all of the folks that are watching this, whether you're on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or wherever you're at. Right here on Boxcast. Quickly, a delayed steal, high throw, And that gets Duke down with a stolen base. And it just didn't look like that the Knights were paying that much attention to him. So Duke, I'm telling you, his baseball IQ is certainly there. We saw him play shortstop, as you might expect. Came on to pitch and has swung the bat well today. Baseball IQ is what that young man has. That one misses low, but it's kept in front of the catcher. And again, don't rely on the balls and strikes that are at the bottom of the screen. You can keep up and know that the score is correct, and we're doing our best to keep up with the outs and such. That scoreboard brought to you by Wallace Eye Associates. You see their spots throughout our broadcast. Snap, throw back, and that goes into the outfield. Duke is going to take this opportunity to head on over to third base. Head first, he goes in. And just brilliant awareness to see that one. Very impressed with the play of that young man. Just a kind of a quick back throw by Hoffpower. Don't know that he really put a lot of I don't know, a lot on the ball, and it just carried and got into the outfield. That one bounces around, and that is a base on balls. So our chat is up and enabled. We'd appreciate you going there and give a shout out to the player that you're supporting in this one. And there's the walk-in, stealing home now on that, and this time Duke is caught. He tried to go in there and truly steal home on that throwback, just trying to get something going for Good Samaritan. And we used this back in basketball one time. He was trying to steal the cake mix, and he didn't even steal the ball. We'll be back for the top of the fourth. It's the Knights 6, Good Samaritan Fellowship 0. We'll be back top of the fourth right after this.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Back to live action on the field. We move to the top of the fourth, getting through this game rather rapidly. 6-0. Knights have the lead, looking to add a little bit more to it. There you get a good look at Tyler Duke. Had a base hit, stole second, moved over to third on an error to the outfield, but tried to get a little too much going and was caught trying to get home on that walk. Ball that bounced around trying to get there, but great job behind the plate, as it has been all game by both of these squads. Catchers in this game have been solid. We roll right along, top of the fourth in this one. There in the fifth in the softball. We told you we'd get you around to that, and we will. Swung on and missed. Duke back to work. He goes. Holds on to that one just a little bit longer than he should have, and that's that curveball that misses outside. Duke rocks and fires and delivers this one. That swung on and missed. Ball and 2 strikes. Duke stands back, delivers this one. Good curveball just outside. Both of these pitchers throw that curveball really well. It's more of that overhand 12-6 type of curve. And they can throw it ahead in the count or behind in the count. That's a fastball that's jammed in there. But that'll set up that curveball. You've got him thinking fastball. And that sets up that curveball to perfection. Cameron Miller fouls another one off. This one just down the third baseline. And Miller will come back and take another hack at the 2-2 offering. Gets a sign in from down at third base. And now standing in and ready to go to work. Duke misses low with that one, fills the count. So good at bat here. Good at bat, number 17, Cameron Miller. Battles all the way back, fills the count up. Swung on and missed, down on strikes. And again, Duke continues to really handle the batters. Gave up a couple of unearned runs. Again, just 1 out here in the top of the bottom of the 4th we go. That one lifted foul and out of play. This Knights team jumped out, took advantage of some miscues in that first inning, put up a big 4 spot, came back with 2 in the third, and back-to-back strikeouts there. As they work it around the horn, that's another strikeout and quickly 2 outs. That one fouled off. Looked like he was trying to stay back and hang in there on that curveball. Seeing a steady diet of curveballs from Duke here in this inning. Swung on and missed. That one misses up and away also. So it's feast or famine for Duke as he's thrown very solid to batters, and then he's been around the strike zone on some of the others and gets the strike out there. So ends up striking out the side. Great work, more of a defensive swing than anything else by Hannon, and that's back-to-back times that Hannon has been recorded on strikes after singling and scoring a run back in the first. Going to leave it right here. We'll try to swing around and see if you can see what all is going on here at the facility. See the batting cages for softball, and that's that electrical such that goes on there. We'll try to get a good look at the screen and see the view that you have, which is not much. So following them along, that's where that softball field is, just down below where we are. You can see the softball being called up there and then working your way around it. I'm going to duck because we're getting very close now to where I'm sitting, but we're just going to turn completely through this, and what do you know, it missed me. And so this shows you a little bit of the setup that's out here. That's the gate where you would come in. And then our setup here in the outfield. So we're going to spin back around before I twist all of our equipment up, but you see that softball field just down below where we are, high atop the hill here in Pineville. And then we make our way past that Happy Gilmore type construction there. If you've seen the movie, then you know the reference there. And then back to where we're ready to go. Hoffpower stands in there ready to continue his work. Been solid, has been shutting out this Good Samaritan team. You do see that on the score. 6-0, Knights with the lead. Standing in, ready to go back to the work in the bottom half. Good Samaritan has some work to do in this one. That one taken outside, ball one. There's the delivery. That one misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. Hoffpower has been solid. He's allowed a couple of base runners. Has sprinkled a couple of runners on base, but a couple of double plays and some good defense has let him. That one's ground out to first. Going to be in time to retire the batter. Leadoff out for Good Samaritan. That was number 24. Carter Benagia. He started on the mound, just was unable really to get anything going at all. That one misses up high. So Benagia leads things off. He grounds out. That one lifted to where we are in the outfield, way back, and it's through that and gone. Big time home run right there. And checking up there to see if it went out, and it did. Good work, Sawyer Bonan. Got that one. And that'll get this Good Samaritan dugout. He pulled that one, and the outfielders didn't move. Camera tried to keep up with it as best we could, but that's the first run of the day for Good Samaritan. They pick up the solo home run. Over talking about it now and wanting to check the bat. Wanting to check the bat, and we'll try to zoom in and get an idea on what's going on there. Everything good to go. Challenging whether the bat was legal. I don't know if it had the right amount of tar on, if it didn't have anything additional on there, but it's home run, and Sawyer Bonan with the home run. 6-1. We'll see if that sparks this Good Samaritan team. That one lifted and going to be fouled and back out of play. So Lucas Self, the big hitting first baseman, trying to stand in there and get some things going. That big home run by Sawyer Bonan. That, wow, good shot at it there. There's one that goes the other way, drifting out on it at second base and making the play there, and that will be 2 outs. 6-1 we go following that big home run. But a lot of work to do for this Good Samaritan team. Off power, back to work. He delivers, throws this one in, tries to throw the curveball, but it misses up high for ball one. That one lifted high into the air. And the catch is made to retire the side. Good work by good work by Hannon coming in and securing that one. We're through another one after this. We move to the fifth, 6-1. Southwest Louisiana leads this one. There you get a good look at Sawyer out at shortstop. Had that big home run back in the bottom half that got the first run on board for this Good Samaritan team. The Hornets have some work to do before we are done. They trail in this one, but it was that big first inning, the 4-run first. Four-run first inning that for the Knights. They're looking to play in that game. Both of these teams will play tomorrow. You just want to play in that 11:30 game. That's the championship. You know, the consolation game, everybody comes in and they play a third and fourth place game here in anything that they do. So when you make the Final Four, if you will, then you're going to get 2 games out of it. And so the folks are in our area. A lot of them stay. Some of them go back and come back in. But with that 9 o'clock game, it's difficult to do. But we certainly say a hearty welcome to everyone that is in our area. A lot going on tomorrow. Alec Riverfed, just across the river in Alexandria, is going on. There's food trucks and music and a lot of stuff going on. Here in Pineville, you check out the Main Street Food Truck Park. That's always a good time to be had, is over on Main Street. Just through the woods, really, from where we are here, you'll find Main Street. It's probably less than a mile away. So if you're planning on coming up for the championship, we invite you to do that. There'll be live music out there tomorrow afternoon and evening. So after the ball games are finished up, go out and catch you some dinner from a food truck and a lot of great music and fun that's going on down on Main Street. That is the Main Street Truck Park. While you're in town, check out Quibito's Cajun Cafe. You'll certainly love this. Back to work we go, top of the fifth. Squaring tried to bunt his way on and getting the ball down. Pretty good shot at it. Just goes foul. Starting to get some noise going out of that Knights, and that is roped right up the middle. Boudreaux's going to have it out in center field. And the Knights just continue to pound the baseball. Nicholas Manuel will stand in there ready to go to work. That one misses up high for ball one. sharply hit down the line, and that's going to be a base hit. Hustling into second with a double. Great work by Manuel. He's reached by the first time not walking or not getting hit. He had been on base all 3 times. First 2 were results of the earlier. So with the leadoff, that's Pickle over at third. Luke Pickle gets the lead off of third. Standing in, ready to go to work is Andrew Hoffpower, and he could really do some damage in this one. You know, we'd like to get that home run back that he surrendered earlier. That one is ground down the line into third. Fair ball. 1 run comes around to score. Now hustling the ball down in the corner. You're going to see Hoffpower get around the bases. He's heading to third. He's thinking about home, but he'll get in there as the throw comes in, and that is the stand-up 2 RBI triple for Hoffpower. And that's to go along with a single, so give him a triple, and he gets back the run +1. He'll come out for a courtesy runner to many accolades there. Hoffpower has just been doing some big things. Whether he's been at the plate or on the mound. New runner in at third looks to be number 13. But no, that won't be. Caden Calouette ready to go to work. Duke came in and has thrown the ball well, but just ran into this Knights team that has continued to put the bat on the ball. Hitters up and down through this lineup. Hoffpower has a couple of base hits, a couple of RBI. Levi Long has a hit and a couple of RBIs. Nicholas Manuel had the big one. Justin Richards has a couple of RBI on the day. Swing and a miss there. Eight to 1, Knights lead this. And have really, short of that second inning, have been adding runs every time that they have done that. It was Duke's first inning of work that he came on in relief in his inning of Benagia. And that's one down on the strikeout there. Lifted high and coming out here where we're at. Camping out under it is Boudreaux. Boudreaux, he comes up on it just a little bit of a gust, it seemed like, and that weather, or that sun, that high sky here got him. The 9th run of the day comes around to score. And again, just not a cloud in the sky here, but the sun, as he's coming back in the wind, and he just had to step up on it. And boy, you hate that because you're out on an island when you're on it, when you're in the outfield. And that ball that is hit up that high, you've just got to get under it. And a little gust right at the end took it right over Boudreaux's head. That one is hammered, though, out into left, and it's going to get to the fence. They'll make their way and get that ball back in. But back-to-back base hits, and you almost think that Duke might be running out of steam, and they're going to come out and visit with him just a little bit as it's back-to-back base hits for the Knights, and they look to add on to this 8-run lead. going to make the change and zoom in and let you take a look at what's going on inside. We'll see if it looked like he was making the change, looked like he was signaling. And it is. That's going to end the day for Duke. But what a great performance. Coming in relief was Tyler Duke. And you will see Sawyer Bonin come in to take things off. He had the homer. He's moving in from shortstop. You know that he's going to have that arm if he's been playing over at shortstop, same place that Duke was. A little long toss to get the arm limbered up. Nine to 1. The Knights lead this one. Again, we've got Acadiana Christian and Chef of Baton Rouge coming up next. That one's scheduled for 7:30. But this one has slowed down just a little bit. We expect that one will be on time. Still an hour to go for that one. But a lot of times these games get behind. We're ready to go. 9 to 1. Sawyer stands in, ready to go to work. He had the big home run. And they'll check. They're calling time on this and see what the official's going to. They're going to get something out of his back pocket. Looks like a batting glove that's there. No, it's an arm shield. So they'll take that and get it out of there. Nine to 1, the Knights lead this one. That one is bunted. Gonna go ahead and let it go foul. And that evens the count at a ball and a strike. Big shout out to Sandy Merrow as she is the director of the ACEL Athletics and does a great job of putting all of these events together that she has. It's been a great time all the way back to volleyball that we had back in the fall and a little 8-man football. Gosh, we've seen co-ed soccer, we've seen basketball, and now wrapping things up with baseball and softball. Tennis next year we're going to add to this, and we'll try to cover some of the track and field as well. Standing in there, Cameron Miller. Miller with a chance to really extend this lead, and that's a swing and a miss. Sawyer blows that one right by him. Second out of the inning. Muscled up through that one. That's going to have an out at home as, catcher just sitting there waiting. Tried for a little bit of a jump slide, but nothing doing, and that will retire the side, but not before a couple of more are picked up. We move to the bottom half. 9 to 1, Knights lead this one. Hornets with some work to do. We'll look and see if they can do it right after this.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Security Sporting Good wants to tell you all camo is 50% off, and it's fishing season. In the red corner, it's Powerhouse Combo Zoom and Lose. And in the blue corner, seasoned veteran Abu Garcia. These three name brands will take care of all your fishing needs. Plus, Old Town Kayaks are coming soon. Need a handgun? In stock, Springfield, Sig, Glock, and Smith & Wesson at Security Sporting Goods, 2220 Memorial Drive, Alexandria.
Back to the bottom half, it is 9-1. The Knights have started this thing early on, scored 4 runs in the first, and have just been continuing to add runs. Only run of the day for this Hornets team. Sawyer Bonin had one that went pretty close to where we're sitting now, out over the left field wall for a solo shot. But this Knights team has come to swing the bat, and they've swung the bat well. Standing in to lead things off for Good Samaritan is number 33, Matthew White. White, big, tall freshman, stands in there ready to go. Here's the delivery from Hoffpower. Hoffpower has went the distance. And that's what you want on a day like this. You want your pitcher to go and give you good quality innings, save all of your arms for tomorrow. Good Samaritan, the Hornets have used, they're on their third pitcher of the day. But I'm going to tell you, I don't know that you'll find one that's going to slow down the hitting of this Knights team on this afternoon. That one misses up high. Hoffpower stands in, ready to go to work. Swung and a miss. Swing right through that one did White. 9-1 the lead in this one for the Knights, and they are on cruise control here behind the arm of Hoffpower. Throws that curveball in there, and that's there for the strike. That one driven right out to where we are here in the outfield. Going to find the gap. Quickly getting it back in, but a great piece of hitting. Coming in head first at second base. Great piece of hitting by the freshman Matthew White. Gives himself a little ovation. Gets one from the rest of the crowd, from his teammates, but that's a big base hit for White. Boudreaux, the Hornets center fielder, will stand in there ready to go. He'd love to get a hold to one and get a couple of those runs back. Swung on and driven to first base, but going to be foul over there. Scrambled a couple of the coaches that were on that back side of the dugout. White on with a double to start things off. Needs some life in the bottom half for this Hornets team. Hoffpower, you're just trying to limit things and give your defense a chance to work. That's a nice curveball there for strike 3. And that's the first out. And look, we've seen that curveball by Hoffpower thrown for a strikeout several times today. You get a good look at Hoffpower there. He peers in, ready to go to work. That one misses outside, ball 1. Quick work, though. Hoffbauer likes to get the ball back and get into his rhythm. He takes a look back at White, who hit the double out in the gap a little earlier. Delivers this one, swung on and missed. Ball and a strike. Hoffbauer gave up the lead off double to White. Strikes out Boudreaux right behind him and now is back to work. That one bounces around and White's easily going to make his way down to third base. When you bounce it in the dirt and it's going to go up, that's an easy read on one. White now the runner at third. Defensive swing, but a great drive out into left field is going to score one run. White will come around and score. Great piece of hitting. And these Hornets, they're not done yet. That's a big-time play over there for Good Samaritan. Brendan Watanabe. Sorry about that, but it's an RBI, needless to say. Great piece of hitting after staying alive during that at-bat. Swung on and missed there. So great piece of hitting. After being down in the count, Brendan Watanabe was there and just put a great two-strike approach to the at-bat. That one hammered out to left again, right on it though, making a tremendous play in left field. And that's one of those, it's just, that's what you need as a pitcher. But out in left field making a tremendous play was Cameron Miller, the junior left fielder for these Knights. Ball was hit hard, and that's 2 or 3 in a row that have been hit hard. But that one is the out. And that's the difference. They've been playing really solid defensively, have the Knights, and hitting the ball well. And that's a deadly combination. Missing up high is that one. That one misses low. Is going to get to the backstop, not far enough to do any sort of damage. Standing in, taking a little bit of time to get this thing back underway. And that one grounded foul, going to make its way down that first base line again. Night starting to make its way down. The sun is dropping, and that's cooled things off just a little bit. The nice breeze that is out here and going, and there's that big curveball that misses up high, and that'll be back-to-back base runners for this Hornets team. Don't count them out. They're ready to go to work. Base hit here would certainly tighten things up just a little bit. if you are the Hornets, you're wanting to keep things going and just keep putting some pressure on. If you get an opportunity to get to half power here, seems to be tiring just a little bit. So this is a good opportunity to go in and get him. And there you go. That one is out to right. But it's going to be dropped out here in left field. One run is going to come around to score. And runners at first and third now. Another big run. And that, again, was a play that was right at the left fielder. And that's one of those that's difficult to get to. But Miller unable to squeeze that one. And that allows another Hornet run to come across. 9-3. We play, and that's going to bring Sawyer Bonan up, who has the home run on the day. Last time he was up, he put one into over here between the outfield fence and the softball field as it rolled and made its way down. And they're in there looking at half power and saying, hey, what do you have left in this one? And you know he's a competitor. You know that he wants to stay in there and do this. Now you start working your way. That looks like it's gonna do it for half power, and indeed it does. Getting the baseball will be number 3. That is Andrew Hannon. He has been playing first base. Hannon, the junior for this Knights team, will come on and go to work. Hannon with a good, lively arm there. You see a lot of pop coming off of that ball. But just hit hard in this inning was Hoffpower, and you knew that probably wouldn't find his way out of this inning as well as they were getting to him. And you just go in, you make that change. Coach Marcus Wade timing that one right up. Now, Hoffpower will still be responsible for the runners on base, but one out away from getting out of this one, and they bring the hard throwing right-hander into this one. Hannon will be there ready to go. Hannon's had a pretty good day at the plate, a couple of base hits, and has scored. And now he's going to try to limit this Hornets team from doing the same. Hannon finishing up his warm-up pitches. Nine to 3, the Knights lead this one. But last time this young man was up, he found the other side of the fence with it. Started off, gave the Hornets their first run. You know that he would like to find a way to put a ball in play with 2 outs. Pops this one up foul back behind home plate on top of that roof area that is the gym, and he's down, no balls, 1 strike. You know, with a long fly or something here, this Hornets team, they're hanging around. They're staying fired up. They're down 9-3, but you know they've got faith in the young man at the plate, and they've got into the bullpen of this Knights team. That one is hammered, lifted high down the line. No danger of getting out, and it's dropped. 1 run will come around to score, and runners will be at second and third. So that high fly ball is doing damage. And you don't really get to score on errors because they're not touched. But just missing that one was Sawyer. You know he'd like to have it back, but got just enough of it to get down and score a run. Chipping away 9-4 the lead. That one misses down low. 2 down, and the runners were off and going. That's what gets runners at second and third. Trying to get in behind Sawyer, and they miss outside. Ball one. Wasn't looking back at second base at all was Hannon. Trying to sneak back in behind the runner was Nicholas Manuel. Flashing the glove, but still no go. That one is hammered right up to where Manuel is waiting for it. Over to first in time, and that will retire the side, but not before another run is picked up. And that will do it here in the bottom half. We move to the top of the sixth. We'll be right back. Back to live action here. New Iberia wins the softball game, semifinal number 1. They win that 13-5 and punch their ticket to the softball state championship that will be at 11:30 in the morning. We are getting ready to try to wrap this one up. Both of these teams battling in there 9-4, the lead. But it just defense has allowed a lot of runs across in this game. Quickly a ball and a strike in, and Bonin getting the ball back and getting things going, and out on strikes. Like we missed one there, but one down here, bottom of the 6th. That one check swing back to Bonin. He'll handle it himself. Throw over to first in time, second out. Quickly 2 down in the top of the 6th. Swung on and missed there. Bonin coming in doing great work. Had the home run. And now has come on to just throw the ball really, really hard. That one gets over the catch and back to that backstop area. Fouled off. That keeps the count 0-2. just misses outside a bit. And so after going on 2, all the way back, fills the count up, 3 balls, 2 strikes. That one misses. And so after getting the batter 0-2, that's a 4-pitch walk following the 0-2 start to it. And it seems like the announcer Jink lives on to talk about the great work that Sawyer's doing. Burns through the first 2 Knights hitters and then turns around and walks one of the players from Southwest Louisiana, and that's going to get number 1, Nicholas Manuel, back in there. That was Hasty that walked and is down at first base. Manuel has hit the ball very well today. Takes that one up high. Swung on a miss, looking like Sawyer is regaining a little bit of form on that last pitch. One of the best he's thrown since the strikeout a couple of batters ago. Another one out in front, trying to just fight it off was Manuel, but that's that good hard curveball. And both or all of the pitchers that we've seen today, all 3 from that Hornets side and Broussard from the Knights, have had really, or Hoffpower for the Knights, have had really good curveballs. That was just a fastball on the outer half, and that's going to do it for the Knights. We move to the bottom half. It's 9-4. Knights lead this one. We'll be right back.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Is your vision just not as...
Don't know what all that was, but you take a look at the bracket there, and this is what was the 5:30 game, Southwest Louisiana and Good Samaritan Fellowship, the Knights and the Hornets, playing the first one in front of Acadiana Christian Athletics and Chef of Baton Rouge. The Patriots and Acadiana Christian will do battle right after this one. Back on for another inning of work for this Knights squad. He came on last inning and did some work. Got out of a jam there. Andrew Hannon moved over and went to the mound after a tremendous outing from Andrew Hoffpower. Shined in the field and at the plate as well. Now resides over at third base, does Hoffpower, so he and Hannon just switched spots on the field. Showing off that good arm from third base is Hoffpower, and you know he threw a lot of pitches today. But all you do is come in and you play the game to win it, and the Knights have come out swinging the bat. They've been solid defensively for the most part. A couple of miscues allowed the Knights to plate a couple, but the Hornets to plate a couple, but the Knights have scored some as well on some defense on balls that were lost in this high sky that's here. We're ready to go to work. Hannon sets up, delivers, rocks and fires this one, and it's lifted high and behind the backstop. So just getting under that one was Ketchum. these batters for Good Samaritan just trying to get some work going. And that curveball just hung up there, and that's coming right back to where we at, and it bounces over for a ground rule double. Ground rule double is the call as it bounced up, hit the scoreboard, the wall there, and bounces back into play. And that's a ground rule double is what it should be. You know, they're not able to come back to where we are and video that, but it clearly bounced in front, hit it, and went back was the play that was there. And that's going to bring in Matthew White, who just had a rope his last time up. Hornets not wanting to go away in this one. They continually get things going and put stuff together, but it's a big lead that Southwest Louisiana put up in the early first 2 or 3 innings. That one misses outside to White. Wind starting to pick up a good bit. Nothing like the wind in Iowa that we were facing a weekend ago. That one swung on an inside pitch, and White it ate him up that time. That pitch that was there just kind of, ate him up for lack of a better word, as it jammed inside. Tremendous pitch by Hannon. And don't forget, we'll be talking to the winning head coach when this is over. He'll come and join us on the truck for just a few minutes of discussion, as that whichever team that it is punches their ticket to the championship game, that one's in there for a strike. Runner out at second base following that ground rule double. Now White ready to stand in there and go to work. White gets this one by shortstop. Big throw, not going to be in time. Taking third on the throw and getting in there safely is Ketchum. So Ketchum, seeing the ball being thrown over, goes ahead and advances to third base. But a good piece of hitting by White, and White has been solid today. That's his third base hit. Runners at first and third. Standing in there is Boudreaux. Brett Boudreaux, the center fielder, ready to go to work. Boudreaux takes that one down low. Nine to 4, the lead. Boudreaux looking to bunt, skies that one up, going to be handled there, and a quick look around. See if anybody had drifted off by Hannon, but nothing doing, one out. And trying to get back in it. Well, you know that young man hates that. Need to get that bunt down in that situation. Probably would have scored a run. Again, Acadiana and Chef of Baton Rouge set to do battle next. That one is ground back to Hannon. He's going to look around, try to go to second, and does in time for the force there. That ball is thrown away, but that does allow the 5th Hornets run to score, and 2 outs now. 9 to 5. And stepping in for the Hornets, number 3, Tyler Duke, had himself a game in this one as well. Came in through the ball well. But Duke is just that spark plug type of player for this Hornets team that is not going to let his team go down without a fight. Watches that one go up high for ball 1. There's the delivery, swung on and missed. Strike. Shadows starting to make their way in on the field. That means that the lights will be coming on soon. Misses low with that one. That one ground over to third. Short, good play, diving, but no, everybody's going to be safe. Unable to get to it, and the ball gets thrown away. That'll get the runner down to third, and so some little bit of mistakes here late inning defensively. And good Samaritan trying just to chip their way back into it. Putting the bat on the ball and getting into the run. Ashton Pedraza has a base on balls on the afternoon. He stands in. Pedraza ready to go to work as he faces Hannon. 2 down. Nine 5 in this one. Runners at first and third would certainly make things a little more interesting if they score. Like a fighter trying to get to the bell is this Knights team. They're just trying to hang on. Hoffpower ran out of gas there, and Hannon has come on, and he seems to be tiring. But take nothing away from these Hornets batters. They are putting the bat on the ball. That one misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Pedraza would like nothing more to reach base and load him up. Steps out to think about this one just a bit. Waiting on deck, Carter Benaja, and you know nobody would like to get in there and swing a bat more than Carter would after the rough outing he had. He accounted for giving up 6 of the runs. That one misses, ball 4, and just a storybook for Benaja if he can come up there and do some work. 2 outs, and you're going to see Coach Wade make his way out. He's looking at the mound, talking about, it looks like that Hannon's losing a little bit of footing around there. For a game that is 9-5, the tying run is at the plate. And when it was 6-0, you really you didn't think that that it would be this close of a possible game, but certainly it is. And that's going to be another change for this Knights ball club. Nicholas Manuel will stand in there ready to go to work. You see him starting to get loose. There's Manuel. So just jumping out to a big lead early on were the Knights, but this Hornets team has battled back and battled back and battled back and done just enough that they've got the tying run at the plate. Now, granted, it would take a big fly to get them all around, but that's you want to come up when you're down 6-0 early. You want to come up with an opportunity to have your tying run come to the plate. Great discipline by this Hornets team to get this to where it's at, 9-5 in this one, 2 down. Hoffpower pitched amazing for this Knights team and ran out of gas. Coming on was Hannon, and he was solid. And then short-lived, ran out of gas there. And they'll turn things over now and see if the big righty can come in and finish things off. Nicholas Manuel has had a great game, we said. He walked and was hit by a pitch, had a double, has scored a couple of runs. Had a pretty good day. There's a good look at that battle that's going on. Benagia would really like to have one come in his wheelhouse. You turn on this one, right field is the shortest part of it. That one misses up high. Benagia stands in, puts a hand up, now ready to go to work. Check swing at that one, takes it up high, 2 balls and no strikes. Nowhere to put him. A walk is a run here. Benagia ready to go. Drives this one way back, way back. Center is on it, and that wraps that up. Had a big charge at it, but goodness gracious. Good work. Turned out to be a routine fly ball, but really, really had a shot at it. Luke Pickle camping under it. And goodness gracious. What a shot there it was. That ended the 6th, and it was certainly turned out to be just a crowd pleaser, but Carter put a ride into it. We'll be back for the top of the 7th right after this.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Security Sporting Good wants to tell you all camo is 50% off, and it's fishing season. In the red corner, it's Powerhouse Combo, Zoom, and Lose. And in the blue corner, seasoned veteran Abu Garcia. These 3 name brands will take care of all your fishing needs. Plus, Old Town Kayaks are coming soon. Need a handgun? In stock, Springfield, Sig, Glock, and Smith & Wesson at Security Sporting Goods, 2220 Memorial Drive, Alexandria.
Back to live action we go. We head to the 7th. And, man, that was certainly an interesting inning. The Hornets get back a couple and make it close. Had a charge at it. Turned out to be just a high fly ball. But anything in this sky, you just never know. Now, the one thing about it, the sun's starting to go down just a bit, and that will change things up. But we stand in ready to go here in the 7th. That one taken in there for strike 1. 9-5 the lead here for the Knights, looking to hang on. That one is fouled straight back. Sun going down, making things a lot more bearable on our lighting situation out here and visibility. When that sun's high, it's tough. Nick Manuel, who came in and got the Knights out of that inning with the fly ball out to center field, stands in there ready to go to work. That one misses low. Grounded over to second. Play is going to be made there, over in time for the out. 1 out. Again, we talked about it earlier. You have a big inning like that the Hornets did. You want to come out and get this Knights team as quietly as they can. It's 1 up, 1 down. And ready to stand in there and go back to work is Bonin. That one misses outside. Swung on and missed and just threw the fastball right past him that time. 1 down here, top of the 7th for the Knights. That one misses inside, 2 balls and a strike. Rocking back and firing this one right down Main Street. Strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count evened up following that big fastball down the middle. Grounded right back. Good piece of hitting there. And good 2-strike approach. And that's what you want to have. That Cameron Miller stands in there and gets that one. And Justin Richards stands in ready to go to work. Good piece of hitting. 2-strike base hits really are what coaches like to see. That one misses outside, ball 1. If you're the Knights, you'd like to maybe add an insurance run here or two. Got to keep it right here. I mean, and that goes without saying, but it's my job to say. So, goes without saying that you'd like to see the Hornets keep it right here. That one inside misses. 2 balls and a strike. Again, the winner of this plays for the ACEL State Baseball Championship tomorrow at 11:30. Loser will play in that third place game tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We'll be back out here covering you, bringing you every pitch. A little bit of a conversation with Richards there and out on the mound. And that's going to do it abruptly. And that'll be the end of the evening on the mound for Bonin. And we'll see. Look like they're going to switch. Oftentimes when you see that move made, you're switching catcher and pitcher out is what you're doing. And indeed, it looks like that's what you're going to do. So Ketchum will come from behind the plate. Had himself a pretty good day back there. And we believe he will come to the mound. And that should send Bonin back to catch. Working things out, getting some different shoes out of it there. And so these guys, they're ready to go to work too. So look, just bring in, and this entire Knights team has hit the ball well today. The enthusiasm, I promise, will be back. They're just hanging out at this moment. There you see the fans that have made it up. Some settling in around where the concession stand area is here. And then for the homestanding Hornets of Good Samaritan. We'll let you get settled back in. And again, that is Ketchum making his way out to the mound. Lights are starting to come on here. You're seeing the warm-up pitches being taken by Ketchum. He is called on to keep this Knights team right where they are at. Richards stands in, ready to go to work. That one taken up high. Ball 4 will get Richards down. Correction, they're calling it strike 3. They got him checked on the swing, and so he is out. Second out of the inning. Good work coming in with a count already established by Ketchum. And getting that out, and Ketchum quickly back to work he goes. Standing in there for this Knights team, Levi Long. He had a couple of big plays and got hurt over on that play at first base, but stayed in there. Big, tough young man is Levi Long. Walk has a couple RBI in the game. That one misses inside to Long. That one as well misses outside, and so this is the time that if you are the Hornets, you got to keep it close. You got 2 down in here. Keep it a 4-run lead. That one driven back foul. Ketchum came in, got the first batter that he faced, and now he looks to go back to work. That one, a defensive kind of a check swing. 9-5, top of the 7th. Hornets down to their final at-bat, but the Knights not done in the top of the 7th. That one thrown up high to the backstop and easily taking that one for ball 4. So you've got Calouette out at second base. And then following that walk, you see Levi Long. That one misses outside. And now that the motion sickness of getting around the field has subsided, we'll go back to work. Off and running on that one and not even watching him. And that ball is going to get into the outfield. And just great work by Calouette to make something happen there. And that young man just stole that off the pitcher and forced that throw. It was a bad one. Ran on the new catcher because you remember Ketchum, their everyday catcher is, well, he's right here on the mound. So picking up another run and really just stealing that one for lack of any type of better word. 10 runs for the Knights. Gives them back a 5-run cushion. That one is in there for the strike. A little knee buckling walk there is taken. Looked like they were going to ring him up. That was runners at first and second for the Knights. 2 down, top of the 7th. You know, they'd love to get a couple more in. They've got 1. That one misses away. 2 balls and no strikes. We play top of the 7th, bottom to come, and they'll come in and chat just a little bit as this one is, they're playing it pitch by pitch by pitch. And it looks like Bowman there just giving a little bit of encouragement to his young guys and says, hey, look, let's finish this thing out. Come up there and give ourselves a chance at the bottom of the 7th to come back and win this thing. And as they do, outfielders like to get together and chat too if the infield's going to do it. But so he gets to the party just a little bit late. As soon as he gets over, it's like the umpire walking out, and that's when they break it up. So he come to join in, and play was back in. Great job today by these guys making it this far. Not over with yet at all. Snap throw back into second, no good. Trying to get Levi there, who had wandered off just a little bit, but not much to the throw or the lead. 10-5, Knights lead this one. Looking to punch their ticket to tomorrow's championship game. That one misses and is blocked up right out in front of the plate. Dangerously close once again to loading the bases for these Knights. Snap throw back in, not in time. Good play put on there in the middle. Saw the shortstop come in and flash in and him duck out quickly. Second baseman hops right in there when the throw was made. But Levi back in time. Misses outside and the bases are full of Knights. And striding in Andrew Hannon, and you know he's ready to go. Had a base hit back in the first, struck out a couple of times, but has really swung the bat well. 10-5 in the lead for the Knights. That one bounces low and misses ball one. Just looks like the Hornets running out of arms in this one. Here as we move into the late innings, this is scheduled for 7. That one missing outside, and the walk here scores another run. You certainly know that Hannon wants to put a charge into it, though. Swings that one, drives it to shortstop, bobbled around. Throw is there in time. Good stretch over at first, and doing the job getting out of this one. So one run is picked up in the top of the 7th. That will give the 5-run cushion back to the Knights. We move to the bottom of the 7th, not into the 8th. Don't mind that. It's just Doug being Doug. And again, a big thank you out. Just got a donation on our page. We certainly appreciate that. Never ask for them, but that little block is down there. And if you find something that we do that you've enjoyed tonight, we appreciate it, and we'd hope you tell everybody about it. Those little mishaps that I had in the first couple innings, just keep those to yourself. We're not going to tell anybody about those. Turn the volume down when you go back and watch this game again through the first inning when I butchered practically every single call that was made out there. But we got a little bit better here. The sun has went down. The lights are on. And no matter what, we're playing baseball out here today. Somebody is going to play for a championship tomorrow. And this young man wants it to be him for the Knights. That's number 23, Luke Pickle. We've seen him throughout these championships in different sports. Getting a good look at Luke Pickle there. And Knights ready to see if they can wrap things up here in the bottom of the 7th. It's going to rely on the arm of that young man. That's Nicholas Manuel. Comes in trying to protect this 5-run lead and get these Knights out of here. But they're going to have to start off going through Good Samaritans, number 5, Sawyer Bone. It seems like he leads off just about every inning. There you get a good look at Sawyer. Homered earlier in this one. Started the scoring off for the Knights. He had that solo shot and made it 6-1. That one is lifted foul. Got a shot at the building, and it makes it up there. Again, when this one is over, we will stop this broadcast and start another one, but not before we get a chance to visit with the winning head coach. We'll get his thoughts on what's going on tomorrow. But again, back to earlier, there is a little box on our box cast, and we certainly appreciate the donations. There's not anything that we could do without the support of you guys for watching, and our great sponsor. Swung on and lifted back out behind third base near where the school is here at Pineville High School. But back to action. This Knights team looking to hang on and punch their ticket to tomorrow's championship game. That one is lifted. Will it stay in play? No. Makes it about what would have been 3 or 4 rows deep. Got a shot again of my man Luke out there in center field. That's what gets the most love out here because he's closest to where we're at with the camera. So there you have that. Sawyer standing in, ready to go. Here's the delivery. Swung on and lifted and driven way foul. Is it going to stay in? In and out of the hands. Had a shot at it over in left field. Did Augustine. Augustine thought he had made a great run at it, but unable to pull that one in, and that's a strike. And you just don't know about that fence over there. It's got the windscreen on it. But when you run, made a good long run. I didn't think it was going to stay in play. That one driven out to shortstop, sitting back on the ball, over to first in time, and that's another out. First out of the bottom of the 7th. Now you're counting outs. Now this Knights team thinks that they've got a shot at getting into tomorrow's championship game. But I tell you, chip in a chair, we've told you that in baseball, you got to give the other man his outs. Standing in there, ready to go to work himself. That one bounces to the backstop, ball 1. Excitement starting to build around this Knights team. They can smell it. They lead this one 10-5. 2 outs remaining for the Hornets. This one is driven. Pickle camping out under it. He's going to come up that and make that one. That is the second out of the inning. And down to the final out of these Hornets of Good Samaritan Fellowship. Folks here from Southwest Louisiana ready to get back to another championship run throughout ACEL this year. It has been a great year for the folks from Southwest Louisiana. That one is ground back. Going to make the tag. And that did not get the tag. And that's going to get the runner safe at first. Looked like coming off of the mound and was going to be able to get that was Manuel. But he was unable to. Looked like he got banged around a little bit too. But now ready to go to work. Got a runner at first. Base runners is what this Hornets team needs. There you get a good look inside. Matthew White stands in there. Boudreaux to follow. But Matthew had a big double in the gap earlier in the game. That one misses low. Last out's a difficult one to get. Trying to wrap things up. Just on the edge of their seats. Want to go ahead and get this one, but the Hornets not going away. Swung on and missed there. And now down to their final strike. Bounces that one up, trying to do a little bit too much. And that'll get the runner down to second easily. Knights not really paying a lot of attention to that one, though, as the focus is right here. The focus is on that batter. That one bounces around, and it's going to get the runner back over to third. He slides in. The throw was coming down, not in time, and runners at first and third. So a little bit of drama is being added. Boudreaux, the center fielder for this Hornets team, stands in, and a lot of missed opportunities. These Hornets have left a lot of people on base. Ten to 5, Boudreaux stands in, runners at first and third. Runner off and going, catcher's indifference. They'll let him make his way on into second base is White. That one misses. It's like it gets him, and he'll make his way down, and that loads the bases up. So struggling there after getting the first two outs, Nick Manuel is. And we told you, you just have to find a way to get things going. Having a quick moment to think about things. Anticipating this at bat, Brendan Watanabe stands in there. There you get a good look at Brendan. He comes up and bats with the bases loaded. That one in there for strike one. 2 down, bottom of the 7th, 10 to 5. The Knights lead this one. That one driven out. Pickle's got it. Pickle comes in and makes a big-time catch running into the gap. And that's going to wrap it up for the Knights. They will win this one 10 to 5. They punch their ticket to tomorrow morning's championship game at 11:30. And we're going to get an opportunity, we believe, to talk to head coach Marcus Wade before things wrap up on this ball game. But, man, what a game this was. It was just the Knights that jumped out on this one early on and never gave up that lead. You will see the handshakes at the middle, and we'll go through a few things before we get Coach Marcus Wade out here to visit with us. You got to take the long trek around to the outfield to where we're at. And you see the folks from Acadiana and Chef of Baton Rouge, the Patriots, coming in as business being finished here on the field. And the shuttle is going to come get Coach Wade. And you see, look at there, there's the shuttle. Actually, it's the rake. So it looks like Coach Wade's got to wait. And this is one of the things that we've come to see and love out of this ACEL organization. You know, these teams fought and they battled and they fought and they worked and they just had themselves a game of it. And one team, unfortunately, has to lose. One gets to win and go on and will play for a championship. But, you know, these are the things that you take back with you and remember. Somebody's going to walk out of here with that state championship. But it's these friends and these relationships that you make throughout your time in that Association of Christian Educators of Louisiana. We're going to take a couple of commercials. When we come back, we'll visit with Coach Marcus Wade. We'll do that right after this.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Security Sporting Good wants to tell you all camo is 50% off, and it's fishing season. In the red corner, it's Powerhouse Combo Zoom and Lose. And in the blue corner, seasoned veteran Abu Garcia. These three name brands will take care of all your fishing needs. Plus, Old Town Kayaks are coming soon. Need a handgun? In stock, Springfield, Sig, Glock & Smith & Wesson at Security Sporting Goods, 2220 Memorial Drive, Alexandria.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 in East Pineville behind Arby's.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple.
Getting things back to live action here, and Coach Wade is going to make his way around. I thought they were going to give him the opportunity to take the cart around, but we're going to wait and not stop this broadcast until the next one is or until we're able to talk and visit with Coach Wade. I'm going to ask him. That's the first thing I'm going to ask him about is that shuttle that he didn't. They should have brought him around on that. Bless us, already just worked and battled there, and now he's got to walk all the way to the outfield to see where we're at. But we certainly appreciate that. You see Chef and Acadiana Christian getting things ready to go. And these two squads will be going to see who is going to face. And that's where we're putting you there. Coach Wade's going to be about right there. Is where we believe that he's going to be. And we'll spend a little bit of time visiting with him and his great performance, their great performance today. And so, yes, I know it looks like grass, but we'll show you a little bit of that bracket that we're talking about. So if you take your bracket and you move Southwest Louisiana, move the Knights over, that game will be at 11:30 tomorrow on that, and we're waiting on Coach Wade. And look, it's almost it's crazy. We'll ask him about his trek. What was worse, the trek over here to join us, or the game today and the trip today? Got to believe he's going to say it's this long walk over here. They had him out almost to the outfield, but I'm telling you, they should have let him ride the cart. But you'll see. So the Hornets will play that 9 o'clock game, and the championship will be, and there's Coach Wade making his way in here. And so we'll get an opportunity to visit with Coach Wade. Let's zoom out of here so we get him. We'll give you the heads up there too, Coach. And look, so what was harder, that victory or the long walk out here to visit with us?
Well, I thought I was coming out to center field. That's what they told me, but
right at the last minute at least. Yeah. Look, I thought they brought the golf cart out there for you to bring me out.
I can make it. I can make it. I tell you what, I think I had about 2 heart attacks in that game.
Look,
we were trying to figure out a way to give it back to them.
You guys jumped out to such a great start in there in Hoffpower through a gem. He was really throwing the ball well. This high sky looked like it played havoc on both sides on the outfield, though.
Yeah, it was